What's up, nerds? It's Boy here with Boy Collects Retro with yet another collection for you guys today. We're going to be talking.
Transformers! Transformers! More than meets the eye!
Before we get started, a couple of you guys in my last video where I was talking about Game Boy Advance games and the games that I grew up playing, some of you guys were saying in the comments or in messages saying, hey, we saw you talking about your Game Boy, but you never showed your Game Boy. Now, I apologize for that, guys. I am currently in the process of moving, so I am putting things away and packing things up. So every time I want to make a video like this, I kind of have to reverse all that and bring everything out of boxes and make an absolute mess out of my room or closet. But this is my current Game Boy, guys. This is a Game Boy made by Gamer Girl Game Boy Mods, aka Katie Danger. Now, this is an amazing Game Boy, guys. I got it with all of the bells and whistles. I got it with, of course, the RGB lighting, the adjustable brightness screen. I got it with the tactile clicky shoulder buttons. I got it with the USB-C charging. And this is my day-to-day workhorse Game Boy right here. I spent a pretty penny on it because I knew that I was going to be using and abusing this thing. And I honestly do. I've played hours and hours and hours of games on this Game Boy alone. I believe right now she is currently running a Black Friday sale or a November sale. So if you guys want to jump on that to get yourself a cool handheld like this, definitely recommend it. I mean, look at the beauty in this thing. I love transparent shells where you can see those circuit boards and you can see the membranes of where the buttons are and all that stuff. She makes an exceptional Game Boy. She's an amazing human being as far as customer service. I've broken a couple things on this Game Boy that she's replaced. I've messed up a couple things on this Game Boy that she's replaced within minutes or an hour. She's like, yeah, I can fix that. Send it back. I got you. I believe that with my last video, I've even gotten Katie like 2 customers since then. So hopefully I can keep getting you some good business, Katie. But yeah, sorry I didn't show the Game Boy, guys. It's just I'm trying to get the heck out of this place and get to my new one. But yeah, enough about that, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the content of the video, aka the Transformers. Now, if you guys don't know, Transformers were a Japanese toy company called Diaclone or Micro Changers or Microman or whatever, and Hasbro got a hold of them and said, hey, we want these to be sold over here in America, but we need the story to go along with them, because everybody knows in America you need an awesome story like G.I. Joe's or Ninja Turtles. If you're gonna sell a toy, you're gonna need some a cool story to go with it. So they got in contact with Marvel, and Marvel made a comic book series for it, and then later on they got a TV series for it, the 84 series and the 86 movie, I believe. And yeah, it's been taken off ever since. I believe that like Optimus and Bumblebee are still like the #1 selling action figures in the toy line. Very popular figures. My personal favorite is, of course, Cliff Jumper. I have a couple that I do love, like Jetfire and Ultra Magnus and Starscream and Soundwave and Shockwave, Hound, Ratchet, even a couple no-names like this Sparkless Seeker right here. I love these Sparkless Seekers. And yeah, I grew up watching this show in 2004, I believe, when the Energon series came out. Now, before you guys destroy me in the comments, I know that that's like an off-spin. It's essentially like the Dragon Ball GT of the Transformers universe. But that's just what was out when I was a kid watching TV. Then, of course, we got the Michael Bay movies, the Bayverse Transformers, and we got to see them in a live action. But I did watch the original series. I did read the original comic books. I did read the original series. But not only do I love Transformers, I love everything that Transformers are tied in with. If you guys know, Transformers are tied in with G.I. Joe. Right now, they're currently tied in with Void Rivals. They come from the same brand Hasbro that at that time was kind of making a similar thing to the Microman or Micro Changers. It was called Micronauts. And yeah, so I kind of love everything wrapped around that Hasbro age of like the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And this collection, like I said, is new. It's not an old collection. Most of these are from the late 2000s, I would say within like the past 5-6 years. I plan on collecting the G1 and the G2, which is with Transformers that old. It's not like a Game Boy game or anything like that. These things have moving, working parts. So finding some that like a kid hasn't abused and doesn't have like a loose arm or like a missing screw or the stickers are all messed up. It's really, really hard for me, at least down here in South Texas, to find those G1 and G2 Transformers in really good, like beautiful condition like this. But that's about it for now, guys. Before I end this video, I do want to say that my local comic book shop, Kaboom Comics, which is like right here down the road from me, their owner actually got to design a cover for Transformers #1, and I got it signed by him, and it just feels so cool that like little town down here, you know, Transformers is still looking and shining their light in their eyes over here, you know, that I have somebody so close to me in a shop that I really love and I get all my comic books from, and to see their love for Transformers too, and it just feels awesome to know that somebody this close to me is making an impact and putting their footprint into the Transformers universe. So Ramsey, if you're watching this, I really love this. I even have your poster up there of the same cover. But yeah, isn't that cool? My local comic book shop right here has a cover on Transformers. That to me is like home run, like best thing in the world. This is probably my favorite comic. But yeah, if you guys haven't noticed already, or maybe you guys have, I have 2 Easter eggs hidden in this video, in this frame right here, that are hinting as to what I'm going to talk about next. If you guys have caught it or seen it, comment down below. And if you guys are the first ones to catch it, I'll shout you out in the next video when I talk about it, and you guys will be shouted out as the first ones that caught it. All right, but until then, stay weird, stay geeky, but most importantly, stay out of my room, nerds. See you guys next week.